Okay, let's do 15 combination. All right, so let's start from the horse stance. That's the place we're going to start from. A lot of times you could start eventually from up on guard or a different fighting stance. But usually a horse stance is a good place to start most of your new material from. What I want you to think about doing is the person's coming in with a punch. It could be against a grab too. They could be grabbing your wrist. But let's do them all against punches for now. And for now, let's think about doing a right straight punch. They're coming in, the right straight, I want you to go and block. And I want you to think about doing a cross stance or a twist stance as I cross over and turn my body. I'm not crossing over and staying square. I'm actually, think almost like I'm turning around a corner or something. And when I go into this stance, I'm going to go and do my ridge hand block. So I'm blocking with this forearm and turning my body. So it's a yielding type motion. Then from there, as I'm stepping out, I'm going to have this hand turn and take their and redirect their punch into the bladder, groin area, or into their leg. All right, so it's going to be all one fluid motion at first, or eventually. So you go block, step, and press their hand into their center. So a lot of times the person that's punching is going to get deflected right into their center. Okay, so they would have a motion of the punch, never stop. Okay, so they come in, around, and bring it in low. Then from there, this hand will be a ridge hand that comes around and whips into their neck. At the same time, your right leg comes back and around. So you're getting a lot of the time, you're doing movement with your legs and your hands to, it's a little bit of a circular type fluid motion. Okay, it can be done very static, it can be done more staccato, but let's do it a little bit more fluidly. Okay, so you're going to do cross, strike in, that's the first strike. You're redirecting your hand. I'm coming around with a ridge hand strike, going to the front of their throat, even though I'm behind the attacker, and pulling them back in towards me. A lot of times, if they're a lot bigger than I am, and I want to control them without actually really hurting them, I'll use my right hand pressing on to their hip, and usually onto their right hip side to get them off balance. Okay, so I'll kind of sneak that in for control factor. And it also can be also used as a strike. Okay, so you block, strike, strike, and if I need to press them with this right hand, I will. Then from there, I pull them back onto me. I strike down with the palm, down to the bridge of the nose. Okay, then I rip up from their lower area, rip up past their chin and face. Elbow comes down to the sternum, hammer strike down towards the bladder or groin height. Let me do it from here. So they're coming in with the attack. I do the first footwork. Remember, you're kind of turning. So I turn, make myself a smaller target. I strike with their hand, comes down towards their center. This comes and whips to the front of their throat. So I'm behind them. I'm pulling them backwards. I'm striking down, ripping back up, elbow, hammer strike. Now, you can just let them drop from there, or if you want to step back and use this as a right knee comes up to the back of their head as they're dropping, and you can go up to a front crane stance if you want. So again, 15 combination. Block, strike, strike, down, back up, elbow, hammer, and up. Okay, let's do it from this direction. Coming in with a punch. I'm going to cross, strike, strike, down, up, elbow, hammer, and up into your front crane. All right. So again, 15. Let's do it this direction. Block, strike, strike, down, up, elbow, hammer, and up into the front crane. All right, so 15 combination. Okay. 16 combination. Let's do 16. Person's coming in, they could be grabbing you, they could be punching you, they could be doing a lot of stuff. They could be grabbing up on my chest area, shoulder area. So you can apply it a lot of different ways. I'm going to go back into a cat with it. Okay, so the way you first learn the footwork usually is to go back a little bit to a cat. I could go straight back with my cat. I could go over a little bit to an angle with my cat. I could go to the other angle with my cat. Okay? For now, go straight back. It's usually easier to first learn it that way. The punch comes in. I make sure that I don't get hit by bringing my palm across. And then snap my right hand over and my left hand both snap over. So they're coming in, trapping in, or striking. So this goes to their elbow, this goes to their wrist. So the hands will come up. When you do just the hands, think like they snap across. They snap kind of across. So you always keep yourself fairly relaxed, bring the energy then to the hands, or to the palms, or to the forearms coming across. Okay, so it's not just my hands, it will be how my forearms are connected. So go back, snap across. Then from there, I want to make sure I kick in quickly to the bladder or groin height. Okay, you could even kick them in the legs, but you're trying to kick them in so that you're getting it so that they'll lean forward a little bit too. So go back, cat, snapping in, and front ball kick. Grab onto their hand or wrist area, push down on their elbow, or actually you lead them over. So basically, you're trying to go snap and then lead them forward with the turn. So my hands will take and lead the person down. Go back, cat, kick. I step back and lead them down to the floor. Okay? The person will be down this direction. Now you take and do a little crescent kick. So if they're down on one leg or their head's still up or whatever, you can crescent kick them in the head as you step over. If I'm not having to worry about really hitting them, I can just kick in and it doesn't matter. And here, we're going to worry about, well, when you're working with somebody in here, you don't want to be really breaking their arm and kicking them in the head. So bring this leg up and over. Their arm will be between my legs. I snap down under their arm, breaking their elbow, step through, and then thrust punch to the back of the head. All right? So application of what you do with somebody in here and not hurt them can be different than if you actually had to protect yourself and do the technique for real. So go back, hit, kick, lead them down. From there, crescent kick over the top, break, step out, thrust punch. Okay? 16 combination again. Go back, snap, ball kick, down, crescent over the top, break, step out, thrust punch them. And I basically should be in a good stance. Whenever I end my techniques, I want to be in a stance where I can protect myself from any direction. I don't want to be bent over trying to do stuff and have my legs straight and my back bent over. I want to make sure my legs are bent, my hands out, and I can turn in a different direction to go into a different stance if there's an attacker from another direction. Okay, so 16, back, kick, down. Good. All right, 17 combination. So you're going to go back, golden dove, white dove block. So it'll be a dove block up through the cat. So I'm going to go back, up. Then I'm going to use the cat walk forward. So I open up and turn this front foot as I start to come forward and strike. And I can strike this way when I come forward, or I can strike this way. It's kind of what feels comfortable for you. I like up because then I can wrap their arm easier. And I like to get really, really close. So, but it depends on how you feel comfortable with that. Back to your cat. So it's got two ridge hands floating up. Okay, I'm not doing them hard. I'm doing it as a deflecting, opening up type motion. All right. So back, block, strike forward. This will be low. This will be high to the side of the head. I like to go to the side of the head. You could go to the front of the face or whatever, and high and low, or the side of the head. Wrap their arm up. You're going to hit them in the side of the head. Okay, and you can hit them in the side of the head with a tiger paw, all right, or a bear paw. Okay, the bear paw is hitting with this part of the hand, just like a 10 combination. You're hitting with this part of the hand, so the whole hand becomes a striking surface. The bear swipes around. All right, so again, go back, cat walk forward, strike, hit, bring them around and down. So I'm going to be around and down, and I'm going to do a thrust punch to the ribs, thrust punch to the same ribs, and spear hand poke to their neck. Okay, so let me do it from this direction. Back, walk, turn, strike. wrap, bear paw comes around, take them down, thrust, thrust, spear hand poke. Again, right from here, back, wrap, hit, and take down. So when you're hitting them and taking them down, not just with this arm, but also because you wrap their arm up and control their balance. Then they're on the floor, you actually still have their arm wrapped up, and you can actually break it at that point if you want. Thrust, thrust, spear hand poke. Okay. 17 combination. Back. Good. Again, 17. Okay, notice when I did my thrust punches, I went down 1, 2, 3. So I dropped my weight for each of the strikes as they were going down. Okay, you want to still also maintain balance there so you can come right back up. You don't want to be leaning over when you're doing your strikes. Okay, 18. It could be against, like I said, it could be against somebody grabbing your wrist. It could be somebody trying to push you. It could be somebody trying to kick you. So remember, we're practicing though most of the time on a front punch, but you want to take a lot of your combinations and be able to work with them with different types of attacks. And a lot of times you have to vary it, but you want to be able to do it and understand how it works with different types of attacks. So coming in, you go back in your cat and you parry block. Okay, so you parry block around with your forearm and your palm part of your forearm blocking. Okay, other hand for now is in elbow position, so you're making sure that you know where your hands are. So they're not flying around the room. Okay, back, block. Then from there, you step forward, strike with the back of the hand to the temple area. So you're using the back of the hand right up to the temple. And that actually could be a block in itself. So back, block, and strike out. All right. So from here, go back, block, strike. Then grab their hair, grab their ear, grab their shoulder, or even hook around the back of their neck. Okay, so again, block, strike to the temple, grab them. A lot of times they'll grab the gi top. If they don't have a gi top or something you can grab like that, you can grab onto the hair, back of the neck, pull them towards you and on towards your knee. So you're going to actually knee strike them as they're coming forward with their head down in towards your knee and the chest. Elbow strike to the back, right between the shoulder blades if you can reach that. And then from there, you're going to turn, and this will be a reverse hammer strike into the side of the head or the temple. Okay, so 18 combination. Block, strike, grab, pull, elbow, and then hammer strike. 18. Cat. Step forward, probably more forward-leaning type stance. Grab them. Elbow, and then turn, hammer. A lot of times this hand will come back to your elbow position. Okay? If you're trying to control them, then your hand could be down there on the person. 18 combination, block, strike out. And remember, this could be a block low and a block high, but use it right now as a strike. Grab, elbow, hammer. So you're hitting right with this part of the hand. Okay, 19 combination. Person comes in, you can do it several different ways. I like to go back and block with a knife edge. Okay, so step back, block, and then front instep kick to the groin. Right. So back, block, front instep kick. You want to get them to lean down, grab the back of the head, elbow strike. Okay, so again, knife edge block, front instep kick, grab, elbow. Okay, so block, kick, grab, elbow strike. Then from there, pressing down, you can press with the palm, but I like to press with the knife edge around the side of their neck. Okay, grab the belt. I actually have it as a grab all the way around underneath, all the way around them. You can't reach most people unless they're your size or smaller. But grabbing the belt, pushing down on the head, flipping them over, and then doing a knife hand strike to the front of the throat. So you go, block, kick, strike, grab, push down, pull over. So I'm pushing on their head, rolling their legs up, and then strike them, their head's usually coming up right here, and you can either hit and hold, so I can be holding their head and hitting their throat, or just chopping through. Okay? 19. Lock. Okay, again, 19. Push, pull, and strike. 19, step back with the right, block with the left, kick, grab them. A lot of times, if they're a little taller and their arm is long, I have to get in closer by stepping forward. Notice when I step forward, I bring my body a lot closer so I can reach them easier. Then I grab and I twist them down and I move so that they can roll forward and strike. Okay, so that was 19 combination.